Howdy doodies. It is another shop night. So we've got a lot of things going on. We got a race coming up. I've got tires I've got to work on. I've got some cool products I want to show you guys. So stay tuned. Let's go ahead and get the click and subscribe out the way and let's get to this thing. Welcome back to another night in the shop. Cheers. Tires. All motorsports require tires. That statement is pointless to anything I'm about to talk about. But it is the truth. You gotta have tires, any form of motorsports that you run. In most motorsports, whether you have shocks in your race car or on your dirt bike or camber adjustments and blah, 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 tires are pretty freaking important. They're up there, top of the charts, especially in our line of hobby, karting. A lot of people getting into this sport get very confused on tires. They get scared of them. It almost pushes them out faster than they came into the sport. And you know, one thing about this channel, I can't give you guys all the best advice in the world, but I can give you the common man advice. And if you're smarter than me, you'll take this advice and turn it into further advice, and then turn that into further advice. Next thing you know, you got all the advice you could ever need. Like I said, I've got a race coming up. Getting your tires ready, it requires more than just this stuff right here. You need to look at the tire. You need to stagger the tire. See, do I need to sand this tire? Let me feel this tire. What about the corners? The corners is what I'm currently looking at. We'll just speak for a right side tire. On your right side tire, right front particularly, right rear not so much, it's kind of even wear, but on the right front, the more you run that tire, the more you're gonna wear the inside of the tire. All your tire manufacturers, they give you little clues to look at, like these three lines right here. You see, this is the outside of the tire. This tire I've not ran on this side yet, being on the inside. You can see it still looks pretty well freaking new. You still got the dots up there past the three lines. What I have done is run quite a few laps on this side. You can see the dots are missing. I'm starting to get into that first bar right there. See a little glaze on that. That tire, if I was to put this on the cart, prepared or not, ain't gonna be worth a crap unless you're at like a freaking bad to the bone daytime track where you just need as least amount of traction as possible. My case here in Florida, that ain't never happening. So I'm gonna flip this tire. That'll be the same thing with your left rear. We got a left rear right here. A left rear is the opposite. It is gonna wear the outside of the tire. Either way, to make this simple form, it's always gonna wear the side closest to the inside of the track. So left rear, it's gonna wear out the outside. A right front, it's gonna wear out the inside. See, close, whatever side is pointing towards infield, that's the side you're wearing. Like this left rear right here, still got the lines, but you can see they are very bald, unlike my other side are not. So this will be a tire that'll flip. Gotta get these tires flipped, mainly just because I don't wanna have to flip all this crap at the track. Stay tuned, enjoy yourself, and let's see how fast we can flip some tires when I'm getting to. I really drug that out because more or less I'm not looking forward to it. I mean, I don't know. That one had some air in it. If you're not doing these basic steps, even as a Saturday night racer, if you're not doing the simple things like just simply going out at night, flipping your tires, checking the stagger, wiping them a few times a week, even at a Saturday night level, you are never going to perform well. Because there's always going to be at least one or two guys there that's going to be doing these things. And these things count. The last Jasper race in the heavy feature, when I was getting my door slammed off, my rear bumper's about bent in the 4 different directions. A lot of the reason that was my left rear had not been flipped, and it was bald as crap, leaving me a little free on top of the racetrack. Once we got her flipped, juiced her on back up, we put a hurting in the next race with the same exact set of tires just by simply flipping them. Get some, baby. Come on. Been quite a bit of the old trash talk on the old interwebs here lately. Guys want to chime in on that? Worst drivers of the track. They've got quite a few people hot. I don't know if this is a stunt pulled by somebody. I don't know. Maybe it's like a political thing where they're just doing this to get our mind off something else. Maxis, Reaper, AJC, anybody want to speak up for this? Either way, I think it's comical. It's got to have a little humor. You know what I mean? Don't necessarily agree on the kid making fun of the cheering on there. But, you know, Some of the little assholes need it too, okay? You know, take it how you want. That's all I'm saying. Not trying to offend nobody. Everybody calm down. Backspace. Man, you guys are too sensitive. Damn. That'll get you every time. I remember the first time I watched my dad do that when I started karting myself, I literally crapped my pants. There was poop everywhere. He was pissed. I will say though, getting a ran-in Maxxis on the bead is 20 times easier than getting a non-ran-in Maxxis on the bead. What does that tell you about the spring rate on the sidewalls after it's been, I don't know, flopped around a few times? You tell me. Where'd I set that at? Grandpa always told me, any man worth a damn ain't got time to clean, okay? Pretty sure that's how he said it. May have been any man worth a damn ain't got time to race. Seeing that I also don't want to just pile all this work into these tires and be missing it somewhere else, I typically don't have problems keeping the tires staggered. And I think a lot of that is then because I'm just going to constantly check them throughout the week. Once a week, I like to set all my tires at air, check the stagger. That way it don't sneak up on me like a rattle moccasin, okay? And then I find out, man, I got a matched set of tires. The chemical is laid on smoothly. The texture of the tire feels great. Punching, you couldn't ask for better, friend. Boom, let's throw this tape on it. We're about, they're calling us out. Holy whack-a-moles, man. We've only got 3/4 of the staggers on the fronts and 3/8 on the rear. What are we gonna do? You're screwed. That's why you do this stuff at the house. I always keep a bunch of air in my right sides because they do tend to shrink, and if you blow them up 15, 20 pounds, they'll kind of stay there. So either way, just gotta let the air out and check all these. We're getting these are beauties. Like some of you already know, I've kind of taken over my tire program. I ain't kind of about it. I'm taking over my tire program, okay? Until recently, well, until the last race, I have not ran a re-roll since starting back in karting. You see, back in my early days, did I run a re-roll because I felt like they were better than a single roll 4-week-old? Or a single roll 6-week-old or 8-week-old or whatever? No, it's because I was broke, okay? You just at that time, the money's ain't all there, but you want to go race these races, so you freaking wear out an edge as long as possible, and you consume those flip-floppity-flop, re-roll with the roll, and next thing you know, you're ready to bowl. You know what I mean? What I mean by that is you get a fast cart and you ruin it by just plowing through everybody. We only do it once in a blue moon. I re-rolled a set that last Jasper race, give or take, was Saturday night race, okay? I know y'all are already talking trash. Oh, he can't win unless it's a new race. He wrecks kids, man. Screw Super Duper Self. I hear you. And I got to say to that, well, whatever. It's not very nice things to say. We've got another set I just re-rolled for this next day race. I do got some nice, fresher stuff. I'm starting to tend to like these re-rolls. Have any of you guys had any luck with the re-rolls, or has it been bad luck for you? Just go ahead and type that down now, because I want to hear your theory on it. I'm about the people. I'm not just out there to make everybody upset. Dang. As I said, there has been quite a bit of trash talk going around, you know. There's always just them bad eggs. Not really, but you know, sometimes if you save your eggs for like 6 months, there's gonna be a couple bad eggs. And one of those bad eggs, I'm not gonna mention their names, Chris Burns. He got on somebody's post. He chapped my ass, what I'm saying. Pretty much said I suck, and I'm gonna be a nobody forever, and it took my confidence and threw it down the drain. Well, Chris Burns, I'm here to tell you I'm gonna wreck your child. Okay, that's all there is to it. Next time, if your kid ever is in Florida racing, I'm just gonna wreck him. Just letting know. I'm gonna say it was a bump and run and play it off like it was completely innocent, but I'm just gonna wreck him. We're going in. Of course, we gotta sauce these things up. I believe I'm gonna let them sit at air overnight. It's about midnight now, so I'll get out here about first thing in the morning before going to work and check the stagger. Just calm down, everybody. I want to check them. I just want them to rest. I want them to rest overnight. The main reason I'm gonna wait overnight is because the sun will be out tomorrow, and when the sun's out, the buns are out. I get in my assless chaps and mow the yard. I don't know. But when the sun's out, then I can, blow up or take air out and let her sit out there and bake a little bit, do a little cooking. Okay, a little sunbathing, help it get the size I need. It's not a very uncommon theory of staggering tires. You know, sometimes you just need that sun, baby. It's just more natural than a torch, in my opinion. Tires love nature. Hell, they're made for nature. What do y'all reckon? And I hear everybody bitches about tires. And I know you think I'm one of those everybody's over that freaking Reaper news thing. It was a joke. I didn't badmouth the Reaper. I've ran Reapers. Hell, there's a video of me running Reapers. I don't give a shit. Vega, Reaper, Maxxis, the AJC, whatever. But there is a lot of bitching going on. For one, pricing. It is ridiculous. Why do go-kart tires cost a couple $100, over $200 at this point by the time you ship them? All brands. Yeah, hell, even the Reapers, I mean, they're even over $100. Yeah, they're cheaper, but whatever. The theory is, though, how much do you guys think it cost Maxxis, Reaper, Vega, whoever, to produce a tire? I'm going to guess probably around $8 a tire. That's a wild-ass guess. Pretty good at guessing. So, you know, you should take my word. I would take my word. Which means they're making probably 1,000% profit, which is fine. You know, people's got to eat, baby. People's got to eat. You can't hate the hustler. The problem with that is, though, other people get this green idea. These jackwagons are making millions. They're millionaires, Barbara, off them carton tires. I'm going to make a carton tire. Next thing you know, you got 5 different tire manufacturers. I just would think, if I was in one of these people's position, yeah, I would take a hit on profits, you know, which is unheard of in any sort of business. Think about it. If you're Maxxis Tire and you say, you know what? I'm tired of this shit. Reaper, AJC, Vega, give them the crotch shot, boom. Drop them down to like 125 set, something like that. And you're going to erase these people. Or even Vega or Reaper, whoever, it doesn't matter who does it. But if I was a tire manufacturer, and let's just say they are spending about $8 a tire, so roughly $32 a set. Now, give or take, these are bullshit numbers. There's no credibility to these numbers. For all I know, it costs them $25 a tire, so they got $100 a set, and they're only making $100, and that's reasonable. But if they're not, and they did that, it would slaughter. I mean, it would end everybody. It would end every manufacturer out there except for that one, which then would probably revolve into them just raising the prices back up as soon as everybody was out. So I don't know. Maybe it's not a good idea. What do you guys think? Drop a comment. What's the price per tire? Somebody do some intel. Find out. Let us know. I'll send you a t-shirt. If you can get us, the people, the pricing is costing per tire, some sort of evidence proof, we'll send you a t-shirt. It's best I can do. One thing over time y'all will begin to notice in these videos is you will probably see multiple preps, different sorts of preps. For all you know, I'm going to wipe something different every week. That's how little I think of a medium-based prep or less aggressive prep. They're all about the same, in my opinion. Could I be wrong? Absolutely. Am I wrong? No. So you'll probably see lots of different preps throughout this channel, and it's going to be very confusing to people because you're going to think, why is he just won this week on this, or he just ran next to last this weekend on this, but yet he's using that now, okay? Now let's just say Palmetto Carton gives me a call. They're like, hey, we're going to sponsor you our prep line. Then I would only run their preps. Or let's just say P&P Speed Shop calls. He says, hey, I want to sponsor you preps. Then I would only run his prep and I'd advertise. Let's just say, theoretically, Donnie Naw, Insanity, LXR, he calls. I want you to run my prep. I'm going to send you some prep. Then I would only run his prep and I would advertise. But let's just also say if Matt Connell called, Justin Heinley, I can name a few of them. If anybody called, I'd run their prep. But right now we're wiping with the Yellow Crush LXR, and it smells great. It's almost like it smells like I'm about to go clean the kitchen or something. I don't know. I really like it though. It's very tempting sometimes just to take a sip of this stuff. Stranger things have happened. Tide Pods. What a bunch of idiots. You know, I can't thank our supporters enough. Since we've started this channel, this little expedition, little adventure of karting life, we have picked up some good supporters, not just including all you guys that watch and like and subscribe. You guys are the best, but also a few sponsors. One of, for instance, Mr. Owen, Lake Area Small Engine. He calls me up. He says, "Hey man, I want to help you out. I want to send you some stuff. Is there some stuff you can need?" I said, "You know what, Mr. Owen? I could use the basics, prep pads, filter oil, stuff like that." So I come home and I've literally got a box full of prep pads, and I put a lot of the stuff up. I'm talking air filters, cart chains, throttle cables, couple cans of clots, fabric foam, chain lube, bearings out the yin yang, rod ends, all kind of cool stuff. I really appreciate that, Mr. Owen. If y'all are in the market for a mower, y'all make sure y'all go see him. Lake Area Small Engine, Melrose, Florida. He's my friend. Make sure you say Super Duper South sent you. Also though, we have picked up what I think is a really cool little, you should call it a sponsor. Somebody sent us some stuff. He reached out. He says, "Hey, my friend, your helmet looks nice. Your bodies, they look really nice too. But I've noticed something on your cart that just doesn't look so nice. Your fuel lines, my friend, they just look like crap. I seen one of your videos, your wires are just zip tied together, kind of janky looking. Fuel lines just got random ties on it, just floating around. I want to send you something." And that's when my friends, Kart Custom Designs, they sent me a help package here. They sent some cool stuff. Y'all definitely look them up on Facebook. I'll kind of show you the logo right quick. But what they sent me is this little homemade little thingamabob here that holds all your fuel line, your tack wires, comes with the zip ties. These seem like 5 packs, professionally packed, put on the go-kart, holds everything in place, keeps it nice and fancy. Even's got their logo engraved in it. That's really cool. And also sent a filter holder, so I can more or less hang this on the wall and hang a couple filters that's, locked, cocked, ready to rock. So instead of having to dig through a box, I can have a couple filters already ready. Oh my goodness, we gotta get a filter. It's like I got one right here. Pop it off, I got myself a filter. So we're gonna drag the cart over here and we're gonna install these. See, he says they're super easy to install, and it's gonna give the cart a much cleaner look. So definitely look them up. Thank you, Kart Custom Design. Thank you, Kart Custom Design. Y'all look them up. I know they're on Facebook. How simple can it be? Doesn't look too big of a deal. Let's get these on the cart. Check them out. Might as well get rid of all these. Don't think we'll be needing these anymore. I can do this. I'm more than capable of doing this. It's gonna look so much better. After a while, you consume zip ties and be like 100,000 of them on here. This design, he's actually got 2 slots. Got one slot to go around to clamp to whatever you want it to clamp to. And it's got another slot for another zip tie to go around your hose and all your wires and whatever else you got on there. It's a really neat design. And make sure whenever you order yours, you're like, "Hey, you helped out my friend Super Duper South, so we're gonna order 20 sets. And that goes on there lovely. Look, boom. Just falls right into place. That is great. Okay, so it comes with 5 of them. So we will try to space these accordingly. I think the last one should be something like right there. Very simple system here. Man, that is so clean. That looks so much cleaner. I mean, it looks factory almost. So there's it on through. Man, this is great, dude. I can't believe someone else has not thought of this already. Keeps them right in place perfectly. Look at there. Cut the excess. Work our way down. That was extremely simple. So it definitely gives it a much cleaner look. And the cool thing is you can get these in multiple colors. Here's the colors they sent me. Some blues, blacks, grays. I'm definitely gonna let Kane get those because those will match his carts perfectly. And I do like these whites, you know what I'm saying? Kind of look like the professor out there. This by far is pretty wicked sweet. So definitely big shout out to Kart Custom Designs, made in the great United States of America. Support your local racers, guys. They do cool things. This guy's a thrasher himself, trying to make a little side money. Nothing wrong with that. These are the people that make this country turn, the go-getters, not the bullshitters. So go look them up, Kart Custom Designs, and order yours today. Believe it or not, I do appreciate You guys stopping in, swinging by, make sure you give us a like, that thumbs up, baby. That's going to wrap us up. It's pretty late. We got some racing coming up. Got some cool videos as always coming up. And we're thrashing over here at Super Duper South. If you want to join our team, email us at superdupersouthern@gmail.com. Not Super Duper South, because that name was already taken. Top it out for y'all. Super Duper Southern@gmail.com. And we want to give a big thanks to all our current supporters. 71 Trophy Club, Scott Sweet, thank you, my friend. Lake Area Small Engine, Mr. Owen. Melrose, Florida. A&M Fiberglass, they love cheese, they got good bodies. Look them up. Kevin of the Corregs with Convict Custom Marty paints the best helmets. He's done it once and he blew everybody else out the water. That's all there is to it. He's the best, bottom line. In Shantytown Hot Rods, where he is also the best hot rod fabricator, and he will be painting some trucks for us very soon. Big shout out to Colson and Mike Pageant, Tornado Racing Engines, for sponsoring this here cart and our limited runs and stuff like that. And also Cart Custom Design. Look them up. Buy some product. Let them know you've seen it on the channel. Appreciate y'all. God bless. We're out of here. It's time to go to sleep. Beat it.